Welcome to a new lesson, and in this lesson we will talk about managing files. We will learn how to copy, move, rename and delete files in Linux. Okay, now let's type pwd to check our current working directory. Let's press enter. As you see, we are in lesson 5 directory. So let's type ls to list files and directories which in lesson 5 directory. Okay, as you see, we have 3 directories and 5 files inside the lesson 5 directory. Now let's start managing those files and let's copy f1.txt to dir1 directory. So let's type the copy command, which is cp. cp is the copy command in Linux. After cp, we type the source file, which is f1.txt in our case, and after typing the source file, we type the destination. The destination here is dir1 directory. So this command will take a copy from f1.txt and put it in dir1 directory. Now let's press enter, and as you see, I didn't get any error message, which means that the cp command has been executed successfully. Now let's check if f1.txt has been copied to dir1 or not. So let's type ls dir1. Now press enter. As you see, we have successfully copied f1.txt to dir1 directory. Now let's copy f1.txt to dir1, but this time I want to take a copy from f1.txt with a different name. So let's type cp f1.txt, and as we said before, after the cp command we type the source file, then we type the destination. So let's type /home/mtorc/ lesson5/dir1/f100.txt. This time I typed the full path in the destination to let you know that we can use the full path and we can use the full path in both the source and destination. So this command will take a copy from f1.txt and it will store this copy in dir1 directory with a new name for the file. The new name is f100.txt. Now let's press enter and let's type ls dir1 to list files and directories inside dir1 directory. Now press enter. As you see, now we have f1.txt and the new copied file, which is f100.txt. Now let me clear the screen and let's type ls command. Now let's copy another file. Let's copy f2.txt. To copy a file, I will use the cp command, then the source file, which is f2.txt. After that, I will type the destination, which is 2 dots. Okay, this command will copy f2.txt to the lesson 5 parent directory. Now press enter and type ls, then 2 dots to list files in lesson 5 parent directory. Now press enter. As you see, now lesson 5 parent directory has f2.txt file. Okay, now let me clear the screen and let me type ls and enter. Okay, now let's copy multiple files to dir3 directory. To copy multiple files, I will type the cp command, then I will type the file's name f1.txt space f2.txt, f3.txt and f4.txt. Then let's type our destination, which is dir3 directory. So this command will copy f1.txt, f2.txt, f3.txt and f4.txt to dir3 directory. Now press enter, and now let's verify that we have copied the 4 files to dir3. So let's type ls dir3 3 and press enter. As you see, dir 3 has f1.txt, f2.txt, f3.txt, and f4.txt. Okay, sometimes you need to copy all files that has a specific extension. Let us say that I want to copy all text files from lesson 5 directory to the document directory. To do that, let's type cp *.txt/home/mtorg/documents. So the asterisk here means whatever file name is, just be sure that the extension of the file is .txt. And to explain what is being done, let's add the -v option to the cp command. So this command will copy any .txt files to the document directory. Now let's press enter. As you see, the -v shows me what happened. So f1.txt has been copied to documents, f2.txt has been copied to documents, and so on. Now let's clear the screen. And by that we have learned how to copy files in Linux. So let's move on to the next part of our lesson and see how can we move files. Let's type ls and press enter to list files. Now let's move f2.txt to dir 2. So I will type mv f2.txt, then dir 2. So we use mv command to move files in Linux, and as you see, the mv statement is the same as cp command, but the difference between two commands is that mv command move the file. So mv command is similar to the cut in Windows. Now let's press enter. Let's run ls. As you see, f2.txt is not in lesson 5 directory, and that's because we have moved f2.txt to dir 2 directory. Now let's list the files inside dir 2. So type ls dir 2. Okay, as you see, f2.txt has been moved from lesson directory to dir 2 directory. Let me clear the screen. Now let's move multiple files to downloads directory, but first let me list files here. Now let's type mv, then -v, then the source files f1.txt, f3.txt, and f4.txt. Then type the destination directory /home/mtorg/downloads. Now press enter. As you see, f1.txt, f3.txt, and f4.txt have been moved to the downloads directory. Okay, let me clear the screen and let me list files. Okay, we have one file here which is f5.txt. Let us see how can we rename this file. In Linux, we use the mv command to rename any file. Let us see how. Type mv, then the file name, then the new file name f500.txt. So the mv command here will rename f5.txt to f500.txt. Now press enter and let's list files here by running the ls command. As you see, there is no f5.txt because we have changed its name to f500.txt. And by that we have seen how to move and rename files using the mv command. So let's go to the last part in our lesson and let's learn how to delete files. To delete files in Linux, just type rm and the name of the file which you want to delete. Okay, let's delete f500.txt. So I will type rm, then f500.txt. Now press enter and let's list files here. As you see, f500.txt is not there because we deleted it using the rm command. We will take more examples about the rm command in next lesson. For now, that's all. Thank you for watching and see you in next lesson.